Child abuse is a growing problem throughout the world that is a parasite on the world. There isn't anything just or fair about neglecting or abusing a child. Child abuse is when a parent or caregiver, whether through action or failing to act, causes injury, death, emotional harm, or risk of serious harm to a child. There are many forms of child maltreatment, including neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, exploitation, and emotional abuse. Child abuse is when a child is being neglected, beaten, or improperly taken care of. DHS also considers poor or bad environments child abuse. Children who experience abuse are not just harmed during their childhood, it haunts them throughout their lives. Child neglect is when a parent or caregiver does not give the care, supervision, affection, and support needed for a child's health, safety, and well-being. Neglect to a child can be just as harmful and maybe even worse mentally and emotionally as physical or sexual abuse. Children, roughly 1 in 6, have experienced one of these forms of abuse sometime in their lives. Out of those 6, 4 claim that they were abused in some way multiple times. Most child abuse goes unreported or unnoticed, and if it gets reported, there is an investigation run by DHS and it goes to court. The parent is always offered therapy and other services to work back for their kid, but if they don't try or succeed, the child is completely taken away. Physical abuse of a child is when a parent or caregiver causes any non-accidental physical injury to a child. There are many signs of physical abuse. Sexual abuse occurs when an adult uses a child for sexual purposes or involves a child in sexual acts. It also includes when a child who is older or more powerful uses another child for sexual gratification or excitement. When a parent or caregiver harms a child's mental and social development or causes severe emotional harm, it is considered emotional abuse. While a single incident may be abuse, most often emotional abuse is a pattern of behavior that causes damage over time. And neglect. Child abuse is a pattern of behavior that causes damage over time. Abuse is an issue that is hard to catch because it's very hard to notice. Emotional or even sexual abuse. Most cases that are reported are physical abuse because it is more noticeable. Children have no way of defending themselves, and 8 out of 10 times it is done by their parents. It's not reported because a child feels loyalty, love, and respect for their parents, and although they are being abused, they normally won't talk unless they are asked about it. Over 400,000 American children are in foster care, taken away when their families are in crisis and can't make any decisions or take care of them. That's over 400,000. That's how many were reported in 2012, with a 2.8% increase every year projected. 238,230 children exited foster care. 264,746 entered care. That converts to a child entering care every 2 minutes in the United States. Children going through abuse are affected throughout their entire lives and are scattered with the memory of being abused. But if everyone reported when they suspected abuse, if everyone would learn the signs and know what to do, child abuse would not be a problem. It would decrease. But because we are not taught what to look for and many people are unaware of the issue, which just allows the flame of abuse to continue. It doesn't have to, but it does because people focus more on their day-to-day lives than paying attention to what's going on around them. Children need people to become more aware of the growing issues because they can't fight back. The children need a voice, and DHS and their defending lawyers can all do so much. They need the help of others who are willing to help and contribute to the end of abuse. So many children suffer through a world of pain, and the children who are abused could be so happy and joyous if only they could get some help. Stop it.